All right, man. What's good? Black Horseman here. Shout out to the UGC. Wanted to get some thoughts on Bud Crawford. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Some of you probably already have heard that Bud Crawford retired. Goes out on top, 42 wins, no losses, and coming off his best victory over Canelo Alvarez. And I think it's perfect, man. I think it's a perfect way to exit the sport. You've proved that you are the best. All throughout the years, Bud Crawford was compared to certain fighters in in the same sport that were doing some good things as well. But Bud Crawford, every time they try to put his name and mirror it versus someone else who was doing pretty good, he always go to another level. He just levels up. And I always, respected that about Bud is that he knows how to level up. And despite other athletes being more popular, he always stuck to his, stuck to his own way and his own approach. He didn't try to conform. He didn't try to act a certain way that people might feel is more entertaining or would draw more, audience in. He just stayed himself, you know, and that's kind of a rare thing because people have success. They start having some, winning championships, start making millions of dollars, and then they start changing. Naturally, money and fame and status changes people, and they start thinking that certain people are beneath them. They feel like they can't really be approachable and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like Bud Crawford has always stayed grounded, and that's largely due to the environment that he was brought up in. Um, coaches, friends, um, and having the right circle. You know, um, and a lot of us can relate to Bud Crawford because he's one person that you can look at and be like, you know what? He definitely got it from the mud. He don't meet the complexion to get all the connections. You know, uh, just a serious, mean dude in that boxing ring, and someone who displays pure dedication. And when you doubt him, he is going to work extra hard to and allow that to fuel him to show you and prove everybody that just in case you forgot, I'm still him. I'm still that guy. I'm still number one. Um, the stuff that Bud Crawford has accomplished, man, I'm just fortunate enough to be alive to see it, to live through it. There's certain athletes that I was able to witness during my time period, even certain entertainers, musicians, to where it's just like, man, wow, um, I'm a lucky person to be able to witness this during my lifetime. Michael Jordan. A lot of people didn't see Michael Jordan play. You know, I was able to see Michael Jordan. His greatness. That's why a lot of people don't even know. They'd be like, oh man, LeBron or Kobe or whatever. And I respect all of these other athletes, but it's certain ones you just be like, nah, that one right there is special. Um, I put Bud Crawford with the elites like that. Um, he is one of the, greatest in the sport of boxing that I've witnessed, and I can't really compare him to different generations and say, oh, he's better than this guy, or he would have beat that guy. But just from what been able to witness, man, Floyd and Terrence is some of the most special, species I've ever seen in that boxing ring. you know, and there's many others, but these, Bud is special, man. And I believe that Bud Crawford is the reason, or one of the reasons, that the spirit of boxing, the true spirit of boxing, has stayed lit. That flame has stayed lit because of people like Bud Crawford. When the other greats was challenging themselves versus the other top competition in the old school days, Bud Crawford kept that same mentality. We've seen what a lot of these other fighters have done. They don't have that same spirit, that fighting spirit, that warrior spirit. The willingness to challenge anybody that they say is better than him. That's Bud Crawford. You know, he don't have to troll on social media. He didn't have to try to be the most flashiest person, talk shit, like a lot of people we've seen, and get their ass whooped or something like that. He just went about his business. Now if you do talk shit, he'll talk that shit right back to you. But he professional enough to not fuck up the money. Not fuck up the bag. He ain't gonna smack you before the fight. He almost fucked up the bag against Jose Benavidez Jr. You know what I'm saying? Swung. I thought he clocked him when I first seen that. But slow motion replay shows that Bud barely missed his jaw. Shout out to Jose Benavidez, man, with the defense. But I tell you, man, Bud has always been professional for the most part. Don't bother him, he won't bother you. Don't talk shit to him, he won't talk shit to you. Don't put your hands on him, he won't put his hands on you. I like nice people like that, but it will still fuck you up. You know, um, real people person, people's champ, real friendly, but don't cross the line. You know, and I want to say this, that with me witnessing, and a lot of us witnessing the greatness of Bud, I don't think that this sport truly appreciated Bud Crawford, what he gave. His he there's people that choose to share their gifts, and there's people that don't, because they realize that don't appreciate it. People are going to try to take advantage of it. People going to try to capitalize on it and try to make like it's their hard work and not yours. And that's what a lot of people did with Bud Crawford. Um, that's why I say it was a perfect time to exit, because we see, no matter the hurdles and the pitfalls they try to put in front of this guy and he still overcome it, they always throw in another pitfall. We seen what the sanctioning bodies is doing. Well, and one in particular, the WBC. And you see people are not even supporting our ATG Bud Crawford or siding with him. They are siding with the most corrupt organization we've witnessed in boxing. Yeah, it's time for Bud to get out the way, man. Y'all don't appreciate this, man. The man beats the quote unquote face of boxing, and y'all just take it from him. Y'all take his status from him, just like that, because you feel like, you know, you want to, or you feel like you got the power to do that, instead of appreciating, like, what, this man represents our sport. He represents the spirit of being a champion and going about it the right way. It don't matter about his complexion. It don't matter about his demeanor or his personality. We talking about what he's doing when he laces up them gloves, man, and throw hands fair and square. That's what we talking about. Winning in four, five different weight classes, four division ring, ring magazine. These people don't appreciate him, and we see the discrimination that takes place, and it's just sad. What's understood ain't even really got to be talked about. But at times, we have to poke at these discrimination barriers because it still exists. A lot of people don't like that Bud Crawford had to be the one to stand above all, in the sport. Had to be him. You know, we know who they wanted it to be, but it just don't. It didn't play out that way with all the politics, the adding steroid levels up so people can get advantages and not get in trouble. All of that stuff that has taken place, all to get to this point, to show that it don't matter what you tried to do or what agendas you had, when things naturally played out, you still lost. Okay. So it's just too many agendas and narratives that has been pushed in this sport instead of allowing us to see the cream rise to the top. So it's allowing us to just organically see who is what, who is the real deal and who's not, who's real, who's fake, who on some big champ shit, who on some little champ shit, you know. So hopefully the next generation, the next class of quote unquote elite fighters can adapt the same spirit of Bud Crawford, you know. And it ain't all that discriminate against him, because you can look at the ones that's in the sport that is way lighter than Bud Crawford, from a whole nother country, speak a whole different language. And when you ask these elite boxers about them, they be like, you know what? Bud Crawford's my favorite fighter. I think he's number one pound for pound. Ask Alexander Usyk. Ask Dmitry Bivol. I just heard Sergey Kovalev, who retired, say that just the other day. Bud is number one guy, in the world, hands down. You got people from a whole different walks of life who have never been to Omaha, never kicked it with black people, none of that shit. They can put all their ego and agendas and all that shit to the side and just start being real and be like, you know what? That one right there, that's the best. You know, I remember Alexander Usyk being interviewed, and they said, "But you done some great things. You don't think that you're the best?" He said, "Oh, but Bud Crawford, he's different. He's special, special fighter. Motherfuckers in their own dialect is giving this man a flame of fame, while other people with their platforms and that's the thing about it. It's really the ones with no talent, you know, or talent that you may be talent talking, you may be talented doing journalism, and talented in um, doing PowerPoint presentations and Excel and essays and shit. But Bud Crawford is the one that is the best in the category that y'all try to, commentate on and get reports on and emails on and shit. He's at the top of all of that, you know. And it's unfortunate that people keep bringing their feelings and their agendas into the sport and want to cater to people that they want to be the best instead of just organically allowing the best to be, organically what it is. So, if we were just being keeping it all the way 100, Bud Crawford, man, he did it the right way. This man never failed a drug test. This man never missed weight. This man has been disciplined. I believe that any up and coming boxer, you know, they can throw Bud Crawford in the category of, like, when you want to watch the greats and you want to learn, yeah, you're gonna watch Ali. You're gonna watch Sugar Ray. You're gonna watch all the greats, Roberto Duran, and go down the list, Joe Lewis. But you're gonna watch Bud Crawford. If you watch him, there's a lot that you can learn. And based on what Bud had to be faced with, man, yeah. Fuck trying to chase a 50-0 or trying to whatever, man. 42-0, make smart investments. We know Bud Crawford ain't out here wasting money on anklets and choker chains and a bunch of Ferraris and dumb shit, you know? Smart, smart investments, Didn't take a whole lot of punishment, dared to be great, took risk, But we talk about how dangerous this sport is. This guy advocated. He spoke up on, you know, how brutal the sport is, and then the sport. You got organizations that made a mockery of it. You know, they clearing cheaters, allowing guys to cheat and getting in the ring with guys. Sabril Matias about to get in there with Dalton Smith. This is all kind of stuff that's been taking place, and they keep putting fighters in harm's way. So it's like, why hang around for that shit? Why hang around longer for that when they're not doing shit to change it anyway? You know. Then they want to you want to cancel and outcast people when they speaking up on some real shit. Shout to Errol Spence, Jamaican looking ass right now. He was speaking up before Bud, spoke on that shit. Before Bud and Spence had they fight, I give credit Errol Spence. Errol was like, yeah, where is this money going? Y'all don't want to have that conversation. Where is the money going? You know, and it's as corrupt as the WBC is. People want to keep flipping narratives like Bud wasn't trying to give the WBC nothing. No, he said just take what everybody else is taking. Why are you trying to be better than everybody else? Only reason why he's trying to tax Bud is because he mad that he beat Canelo's ass. We being 100%. We being real about it. You trying to tax him to keep your belt. Yeah, well, you just be my boy, so give me an extra 150,000. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll let you keep your shit. No, take what everybody else is getting. If you don't like that shit, then whatever. Trash. Trash can promotions, homie. You know? And everybody want to jump. All these people, Eddie Hearn, De La Hoya, y'all some scumbags. Y'all want to jump and defend Mauricio? Who's done nothing? What has he done in the boxing ring? What's he done to help the families of a lot of these athletes that has passed away under his sanction? You know, y'all allow this man to get up. Y'all do interviews with him. Y'all allow him to sip tea and cognac or whatever he's sipping on, or tea and tequila, tea and tequila and shit, and just snake around all these questions, man. You know, and this man trying to go boss up versus Bud Crawford, and y'all side with that? Yeah, man, go ahead and retire, bud. You know, these dudes have made enough money off you, bro. Just like a lot of these boxers, they have made so much money off these boxers, and then when it come down to it, y'all so disrespectful to them. Like they ain't help. And that's another thing I put in my topic: pushing these products and pushing these, belts and shit. They don't appreciate that shit. You got these athletes risking their life on the football field, they tearing ACLs on the basketball court. You know what I mean? Getting, elbow, getting knocked unconscious, CTE. And y'all motherfuckers taking all of their achievements away from them like they ain't work hard for it. Like they not out here advertising y'all shit when they get in the boxing ring. Yeah, y'all paying them a little fee or whatever. Some of these advertisers and shit. Y'all happy when these motherfuckers is pushing y'all products, when they being real advertiser friendly. When they speak on some real shit, like what y'all doing with this money, then y'all got a problem. Knowing you getting percentages off them. The fake shit that keep taking place in boxing, bro. And the lack of appreciation, you know, the WBC and all these other IBFs and all that, nobody would even know who y'all are if it wasn't for these world champions who are fighting and representing your organization. Take away Bud, take away Canelo, take away Andre Ward, take away Sugar Ray Leonard, all these other greats, Muhammad Ali. What are these belts? It's funny y'all love to discriminate against the ones that are actually helping to keep your brand alive. But ego. What happens is you swell up with ego. Now you think you better than the ones that's in the gym. Now you think you better than the ones that's got fans that's coming out, paying tickets, buying pay-per-views, making the event what it is. And real fans, you know, give this man his gold. People out say flowers. We give him his gold, because for enduring all of that fake shit and politics, man. It don't matter, man. Like when you winning, it's always gonna be somebody mad. It's always gonna be somebody bitter. It's always gonna be somebody jealous. So what can I do to get even? Oh, let me just take this shit from him. Oh shit, let me pull this motherfucker over. Let me go ahead and get him rattled a little bit. Oh, this winning you doing. Oh, you think shit's sweet. This is the type of society we in. When people was doing good shit and making achievements, being positive, representing everybody. Oh man, fuck all that. Yeah. 42-0, man. The best of this era. And shout out to everybody else that's giving them credit, but I see a lot of them trying to compete with them. They trying to vacate belts and then trying to get the belts back to try to say, oh yeah, 2 time, oh 3 time. You ain't doing it like this, man. You're not doing it like him. This man is doing it multiple weight classes. He's been in disadvantages, you know. Shit. Perfect example to me on how to get it from nothing. How to go from nothing and make something of yourself. How to take a negative situation and turn it into positive. You know. So he ain't got to completely throw the middle finger up. He can throw the index up, and you just peace, deuces, man. Peace out, y'all. You know what I mean? It was nice. It was good. I've put my life, dedicated my life to the sport long enough. I gave it my all. You know, hate it or love it. I'm out, deuces. You know what I'm saying? So I respect Bud, man. Flame of fame on this side over here. Flame of fame. And we got some people up in here, bro. What up, Trav? He's a better retired thief. Yeah, man. Top of the AM, family. Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole UGC, man. Boom, booms. What's going on, family? I'm tired of our brothers and sisters not getting they just due. It's easy for mediocre humans to get. Yeah, bro. I'm sick of it, man. Lack of appreciation. Been promoting a lot of they brands and platforms for years, man. You know, just don't get it. Crawford just seems to be the absolute best. Shout out to Boxing God, greatest fighter of my lifetime. He had an incredible career. He set the bar high for the young ones behind him. Grasshopper. Grasshopper plus 8318. What's going on? He says Crawford's my favorite, man. Yeah, definitely my number one of this era for sure. I'm going off what I've seen and witnessed from both and who they face. Crawford did more damage and achieved the best accolades, and that is order. Yes, sir. True Media Boxing Heads, worldwide presence. Terrence T. Bud Crawford. They can't deny the truth. True First Crew, UGC. Yes, sir. Mount Rushmore for Ronald Finkley. He says Ali, Crawford, Robinson, Leonard for me. Just my standard. Shout out, bro. He says Earl will be all right. He coming back to boxing, right? Now he says, yeah, man, we'll see. Bud and changed a lot of people's lifelines, man. Respectfully. Bud is a mean dude, man. But so we got to put some respect, on his name, bro. And if you're not putting respect on him, you a hoe, bro. Something is wrong with you mentally. I mean that, my soul, bro. Something's wrong with you if you're not respecting Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Fool of mine, he said, fool of mine got mind control. Is in his suit. Folks are controlled by. Hey, that's a good comment right there, bro. He said, folks are controlled by the suit wearing criminal. Man, this Matrix shit, bro. Yeah, bro. Even the agents had on suits. So take message. Exactly. The reason why I regard the WBO is because how Bud represented it, and Usyk also got to fight AJ versus because it's a non-ducking belt. Yeah, man. Shout out to WBO. I don't really have much bad to say about the WBO. You know, throughout my time of just reporting on boxing for these years, I don't think I've had too much negative to say about the WBO. But we already know that fighters that wanted to duck and dodge rules, it's always been the WBC. That's where you go. WBC and the WBA. I've had a lot of flame for. And if I'm going in order, it would be the WBC get the most flame. WBA is right behind it, a strong second. Third will be IBF, and then fourth would be the WBO. And it's because at one point uh, they was like kind of showing favoritism and bias. I felt with the IBF with certain champions, and I didn't like that. And I was putting Daryl Peoples on blast, and he changed up when he stripped. When he ordered Boots, because and that's why I was putting respect on Boots. I'm like, hey man, this dude need to get his title shot, bro. What's going on? He's been number one in the IBF. Why is Arrow out here, you know, on his ranch feeding farm animals and not getting no mandatories ordered, family? And so I gave him applause when they ordered Boots and shit, and that put shit on notice. And after that, that's when we seen that motherfucker jump in there with Bud. I was like, yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you put shit in motion, motherfuckers get to the action that they supposed to get to. But I mean, Arrow was thinking the shit was sweet. He was kicking back, had his feet kicked up probably. Daryl Peoples in the IBF wasn't putting no pressure on him. I was like, ah, hell nah, dog. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm like, and I was saying, is he getting franchise treatment? I was doing topics on that where everybody's talking about, nah, fuck this. It's man down. It's man down. I'm like, hey, fuck all that shit, bro. What's up? It's mandatory. Mandatory. That's what I was like, yep, Boots. Let's get this Boots in this work, y'all. Stop hating. Stop ducking. And that's on one of them channels that, like, I pay attention to contenders on the rise and how long they been sitting in that spot and when they do for they mandatory. And these motherfuckers becoming fanboys to these champs, acting like they ain't got jobs to do, holding on to these belts and shit. But we see that a lot of these sanctioning bodies been on some sucker shit. So, you got guys that has been, following the rules, holding belts, fighting these mandatories when they order it, and representing their belts and shit. Not out here, shooting people up with AKs or sniping nobody. They out here doing what they got to do in the ring, go on vacation, spend time with their families, spend money or whatever. And then when it's another fight order, y'all get y'all fees for them doing their job, you know, and if they would do their job, the sport would be 100% better. But they keep changing shit up. Y'all don't punish cheaters. Y'all don't order a lot of these mandatories when they're supposed to be ordered because y'all got favoritism to certain champs. So then y'all want to get mad when people was talking about that instead of saying Canelo, Canelo, or some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? Fuck all that, man. I don't do that goofy ass fanboy shit. There's a lot of different platforms people can go to, and it's not over here for that weak shit. Yeah, we appreciate you, Bud Crawford. Fuck these haters, man. Fuck these haters. Raz Cloud, what's up, fam? MOBC up in here, man. I got a little time, cuz. Let me drop this link. Hold on real quick, man. Y'all give me a sec real quick, though. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Lynch NBA. Oh, the NBA is the true original belt, which turned into the WBA belt and the Ring Magazine belt are both the real belts. Yeah, man. Shout out to Rasclot. Yeah, I did know the WBA was, I think, older than all the rest of them. The WBC, IBF, and WBO, but and I know the WBO was the youngest. Bad link. Let me drop another one. Try that link.
Girl,
No actual facts drop. What's up, bro?
what up, bro? Yo, I said, damn, my bro's on. Let me get on, man. It's the right time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stars
man.
align, feel me?
He says the right time, but the stars align. Hey, did which link work for you? The one I just
Uh,
put or the
the
other
one
one?
you just the one you just put, I just came in here and I saw the link. I was like, okay, so that yeah. No, the one before that, it's the same link. Same
Rascal
thing.
say links don't work when you go live in this format. Yeah, I think I
Oh,
accidentally hit this format by mistake.
huh.
I'm trying to see how to change it real
Oh,
quick.
you using the duck yard? That's why. Because before you was using Restream and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I use now, you able to get on Restream with me, but usually when I use Restream, Charles can't jump on, or other people with their phones don't incompatible with it for whatever
Oh,
reason.
word. Yeah, I'm on my computer. I don't fuck with my phone no more, bro. Like on the phone, that should be like making my phone hot and all that shit.
Yeah, man, it be flame, nigga. Real shit. Um, NBA came out in the 1920s. Says Russ. Oh, you talking about the NBA belt? Sometimes they don't work in this format. He said again. Uh, he said I have an invisible link. Damn,
Invisible link.
how y'all not
What that
get?
mean? I don't even know what that mean though.
So
Link.
Ronald, let me know if you get this one, man. I'm trying to get you on, player.
Shit sound like a fucking album, right? Yo, shit is dropping. Invisible link out now. Go
Right,
get that, man. You know what I'm saying?
exclusive, single in stores.
Single in stores, man.
Right, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. My boy, my guy.
That's y'all side. I be hearing it. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely East Coast right there. Definitely, B.
Definitely. I mean,
Didn't work. Damn. He said, at least for me, I'm at work anyway.
yeah, if you at work and you're using a Wi
Put the
fizzle over
link in
there
the
at work, if
description.
you at work and you trying to use the Wi-Fi at work, it's not gonna work. You gotta be on your own, you know what I mean, at home, because I'm
Oh,
telling
he
you,
said
man.
put it in the description and it'll work. Okay, let me try that. I'll try that then.
Hey, put that shit there, cuz.
Yeah, let me do this right quick for them. Cause yeah, I did choose a different format this time. I didn't think it would mess up the link though, but whatever. Uh,
Yo, this is crazy, man. I can't, bubble tie, but it's all good.
yeah, if you want, man, go ahead and get your thoughts on that, bro.
Yeah, man. I think
What you feel about that whole? You think it's the right time? You think it's too early, or it's just
it's the
perfect
right
timing?
time, man. It's the right time. He got that Canelo fight, man. He did what he had to do. It's like, what is it? What? What? It's like Mike Tyson said, what? What, man? All praise be to Allah, all that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, what y'all saying? B Pod's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. Don't nobody want to hear all that other bullshit y'all talking about, man. What we trying to do, man? What else, man? But been there, done that. It's over, man. It's
Been
over
there,
with.
done that. Promote.
The
Been
game,
there,
yo,
done that
listen,
promotion.
listen, listen. Like we say in the East Coast, game over. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, yo, listen, man. Bud did what he had to do, bro. Like, what more? What more do you want from me?
I thought you was about to hit. Matter of fact, he hit that Jay Z. What more can I say?
What
Uh,
more can I? What more can I say?
that shit. He played that on his IG.
Yeah,
He put
yeah,
like all his
yeah.
belts
I
out and
peep
was
that.
playing
I
that
peep
track. I
that.
was like,
What
damn,
more?
Bud
Yeah,
Crawford. But Crawford be on it,
Yeah,
man.
man. So yeah, man. Everybody got to, everybody now it's somebody else's turn to prove. Is that, is that, it's like you ever heard Mace album, Mace Harlem World? It's like, yo, what's up with Bud B? You don't come out no more, B. Come through the block, don't say shit or nothing. Don't forget he used to live in our block. And then the other dude's like, yo, I'm saying though, you acting like he promised you something. He busy, man. He move around, B. Act like he about to take you on the, you know what I mean? It's not that he promised, man. He owe me, man. Ain't no promise, man. He owe me, man. He said he's gonna take me on, and you know what I'm saying? And he ain't even like that. Everybody got their chance, they shine. He got his chance. Now it's time for you to shine on your own, fam. Now you do you. You know what I mean?
You
Everybody get their chance to shine. But got his chances. He shine. He did his thing. He done. He good. All right.
deuces.
Deuces. Everybody, somebody else, do your thing, Brett B. Yeah, here you go. In the
Right.
key. You
The
go.
the
You see
sports
how I
wide
did.
open.
He laid out the legendary legacy uh leader
Blueprint.
footprint of champions. How you lead from the front as a champion of the world. You beat up everybody in that division and you go and move on. If you're stronger than everybody, then you move on and you move on. And then when you reach that limit and you know you good, and you done killed the 8-headed thousand Hydra, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now they got 800 more little, you know, out there that's trying to be, and you know what I mean? But listen,
Hey, I just dropped the link, y'all, in the description. Go ahead. Go ahead. Actually,
what I'm saying is who else is gonna fight? Who?
right.
Nobody
What does he have left to prove, and who and versus who? Um, and basically, it could be a chess move though. Actually, it could be a situation where it's like, look, I'm retired, but if y'all want me to come back out of retirement,
only fight I see is
you better pay me.
the only fight that makes sense is a rematch with Canelo. That's about it. That
A rematch
is
with Canelo.
gonna
Yeah, that makes
sell.
sense because it's
That's
going to
gonna
win
sell,
money.
and that's gonna, the revancha. You know what I mean? Hey, and Canelo's gonna have the apoyo of his gente. You see how I switched that up? You see how I switched that up? See,
I
see,
missed it. See,
bilingual. You gotta understand, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, maybe it's a power move. Maybe it's the draw. 300 million, $400 million. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know where this money is. You don't. If they ask for it, people want to see it, and they come up with some fucking ridiculous amount of money, and you be like, man, they fucking up boxing. No, they earned it, both of them. They did been there, done that. So if they ask for 500 million, half a fucking $1 billion for a fight, for a rematch that probably everybody want to see, fucking trilogy anyway, that hey, it's the money's probably there. It's not probably, it is there. It's just the demand. Do people want to see it? Are you gonna pay the $1,000 a year subscription plus that night? It's an extra special fee for the pay-per-view because they're gonna charge, but motherfuckers with money is gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna stream it, Fire Stick, whatever you want to do. That's how you do. But people are gonna want to see a fight like that, and that's the only one that makes real sense because nobody else has done nothing like that close to even these
nada.
two. Nada. Only one is what, Lomachenko. That doesn't make sense. Fucking Usyk. That doesn't make sense. Then you talking about excuse my, I know you're gonna say it, but you talking slow. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, anybody else, it doesn't make sense. And it's not me for being a fucking super fan or nothing like that. It's just thinking logically, man. Just be logical about this. All right. And then other than that, B, I think now my thoughts of that's done right there. And then Pacheco and the recap on that. I mean, we already know what that is, right? So shout
Yes.
out to Sajeho. Hey, he showed out. He did his thing, man. And
Do you
he
think he
deserved, he
really
had
showed
deserved the
out?
rematch. I want
Like,
to see that again.
what grade would you give him for that performance versus Sergio?
Oh, that was like I don't know, because then he hasn't been developing, he hasn't been improving and everything. So it's like that's like a C fighter level, maybe would be B minus. I think if for me, I think it's it was so much hype that he was gonna get him out of there in 6 rounds. It's just a lot of bullshit because his range and he doesn't know what to do with his frame like that. You know what I'm saying? He's just making a lot of mistakes. He doesn't listen. He's not doing what he's supposed to do outside the ring. In between fights. So when you're not disciplined, right? You don't.
You think it's
You
that? You think it's a discipline issue
yeah,
or
that, and then he's not that. Like they're trying to make him out to be like some next big thing. He's not. I think he's maybe level of Berlanga level. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Him and Berlanga be a good fight. Other than that, he fucking
yeah,
stepped
I
up to.
forgot that in
If
the
he
second.
stepped up, if imagine him against what's the name? The Cubano. I forget his name, man. Fuck.
Oh, you talking about Ben Billy?
Nah, and Billy. He's not Cuban. I'm talking about imagine Pacheco fighting what's the name?
You said a
That,
Cuban?
that fought David Benavides. David
Oh, Morel.
Morel. Pacheco Morel destroy him, yo.
Oh, you said yeah, Morel. I think would definitely destroy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And then he talking about this kid moving up to
Well, who?
175 eventually. No, he's gonna get obliterated at
Oh
175. Don't
shit.
even they was mentioning that 175 a couple months. Yeah, he's gonna be growing, kid is big, he's going 175. Are you fucking retarded? He hasn't done shit at 168.
At all, bro. I've been waiting. I feel like they kind of doing the baby thing. Like they kind of like
Oh yeah,
training wheels promotions, man.
yeah, they
But I'm hearing that the training wheels is coming off because he's supposed to be fighting. I forgot what name they paired him up with. Oh, Shiraz, man. Hamza Shiraz.
he gonna make fucking kebab
Did
out of that bitch. You fucking crazy, bro. That nigga gonna put Shiraz put. He's like, oh, good. Yeah, Mexican beef. Yes. Let me get my fucking zaratan. He'll put some zaratan, you know what I mean? We don't know about that spice over there, but that's, put some
Damn.
spices on that motherfucker right there. Cook you up real good.
So if Shiraz whoops Diego, that would be back to back Puerto Rican
That's a
stars.
back to back Hispanics right there. First, he made
Puerto Rican.
Alcapurria out of fucking Bergalanga. He said,
Yeah,
Bergalanga, I'm
from
gonna
his
make an
lady, man.
Alcapurria out of you. Because Alcapurria is originally an Arab food. Did we not know that? I'm schooling
Yeah.
y'all right now. See? But listen, he made an Alcapurria out of Berlanga, sent them back to Brooklyn to fucking sell used cars and shit.
Oh, shit.
Hey, that's all good too, right? But he was talking that hot shit, like you was popping all that bullshit, and you got sat the fuck down. Now you talking about Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant will fuck you up.
Damn.
Caleb Plant will fuck you up and have you fucking mowing his fucking lawn. Fuck out of here, washing his fucking cars. You bugging
Wow. Right. His old school whips and shit.
with his old school whips.
Mm-hmm. Low
Shout out to
riders.
Caleb Plant, man. That's a good dude.
Right.
Whatever you say, man. But I mean,
And
they both, whatever they both
Caleb Plant look like the type that'll knock
they
you
both
out,
good
take your
people
chin.
out of ring. They just do they like with Berlanga. He just do that fuck boy shit, man. Instead of just concentrating on fucking fighting, man, being a good fucking boxer.
Yeah, man. That's Chuck. Yeah, I call him Chuck E, man. For
Yeah.
fresh. That's Chuck E, bro.
But yo, yeah, Pacheco, man, come on, man.
I
Pacheco
got the
versus Shiraz,
dope
that is
booze.
good. Nah, you don't want no smoke with Shiraz.
So you pick. So that's my thing is who does Diego beat? And that because this is pretty. 68 is pretty deep, man. They got
It's
some
deep,
pretty
yo. It's deep. It's hard.
out of the names though. Like okay, so if you don't have him beating um Shiraz, do you have him beating Billy? Probably not, right?
Nah, hell no.
Fuck no, right?
And Billy is smoke.
Because that's almost a different level motor than this guy he just fought in
Yeah,
Sadjo.
now mind you, this guy is a little bit older. This
Yeah.
guy's older. How old was CJ? He's 38. No, how old was he?
They said it was like 11-year difference, I think. So
Difference. Yeah,
whatever.
like 34, 35 or some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's past his prime, bro. Think about it. And
Yeah.
Billy is how old? How old?
Tw- And Billy,
Yeah,
I don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
I forget.
Christian and Billy. He is. He's trying to hide. Oh, he 30.
There you go. In his prime, you know what I mean? In his physical top peak prime. And Billy's in his prime, apex predator, and he knows how to box better than Sergio, you know? He's a better boxer inside and out. You know, and he
Yeah.
learns and then you know, if you want to play the range,
Sergio's 35.
medium range and close range, he's gonna eat him up.
Says Sergio's 35.
35, yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
about, how old is Bud? 38.
Yeah. Yeah, he was low key bullying Diego, man. Diego was hugging like a motherfucking slow dance or some
Yeah,
shit, bro. I was like,
and
bro, you know
Diego's in the Bomac, camp. You know,
who? Who?
no, not Diego Pacheco. What's the name? The one
That was
that
my next question.
Billy,
He
the
was
one
in
that fought and
Ramirez.
Billy, the
Jose
one that
huh?
I'm talking about, the one that fought and Billy recently.
Oh, you talking about I forgot his name, but yeah, he is with Bo Mack and I forgot his name. But
Well,
but
imagine that guy. That guy beat
oh
fucking,
yeah, yeah. Damn, I got him beating Diego too.
yeah.
He
That
might
that
stop.
guy.
He might stop Diego because
Yeah,
homie
he
can
stopped
punch, bro.
Diego in 6 rounds, 5 rounds, easy. He's light work, bro. He's light
Yeah,
on the
bro
ass.
is
He need to probably go down to 160, b.
because I could think about three or four fighters with that comes with that pressure that Sadjo came with. That's in the same division. That's better than this guy and
Yeah,
younger and fresher. So
yeah.
you talking about M Billy? We talking about that guy? You talking about those with Bomac? It's just fighters that's gonna get in his chest, and he can't deal with it when you in his chest. He hugging and looking around for the
He
ref
don't
to
know what to
help.
do. He don't know what to do.
He getting hit
He don't
off
know
to the
what to do
side of
because
the
he doesn't
head.
practice. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's not in there like that.
But
Like
what I wanted to ask you is
from
maybe
what
do you
even
think
the
that
announcers were saying that night.
yeah
You saying what?
I was saying you do you think that the trainer change was a mistake because they say he was with Jose Ramirez. I
Whether
mean
the
not Jose Ramirez,
or
what you
not, he
call it?
wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
Jose Benavidez Senior was his trainer. And then he changed trainers and he looked like shit.
And then again, he just changed the trainers, and then on top of that, he's not practicing too. So that's a double. That's like a double whammy right there. You know,
I think he's pretty active though. Let me check his box
he's
rate.
he you changing trainers in the middle of camp or in the middle of the year, and then with your new trainer, and then you still not
I
doing what
don't
you're supposed to do.
yeah, I don't know if it was
That's
money or
not
whatever.
good. Yeah,
Jose,
yeah, you gonna look like
he
shit.
just is a good trainer. So to leave him and then you look like that, it's just like, damn, that might have been a mistake. Um, yeah, he had this year already 3 fights. So, I mean, he stays pretty active. 3 fights this year, 2 fights last year,
I
three
don't know if
fights.
what is it? He's tired or something? Is that it? Is it if maybe he's mentally tired? He's weary. He needs a rest. Maybe he needs to rest 6 months. He needs a 6 month, a 9 month rest. And just maybe just do some light sparring.
And then three 12 rounds fights in a row. So all of them went to decision, his last 3 fights.
And it was all what
12. Yeah, 12 rounds. His last stoppage was against Selecki in 2024, August 2024. And
Selecki's
cause
a blown up. Selecki's a blown up 154 guy.
and it's crazy. He was on a fucking like knockout streak, bro. Like I think like 10 until he fought Steven Nelson.
Mm.
Then it was decision, then Trevor McCumbee decision, then this guy Sadjo. So yeah, man, I guess his punches is not landing cleaner and motherfuckers are starting to figure him out. They like, bro, don't give him no space. Cause he want a lot of space when he boxes, he don't want no kind of rough kind of matchup, you know. He just yeah, man, he just seemed kind of weak, man. I get it, he tall and everything. 6'4", 6'4", 79-inch reach, but like you said, maybe he just not getting the right kind of sparring or something. Cause
It should have kept him at 160 or put him at 160.
yeah. Hey, I wanted to get your thoughts, man. I was speaking on this earlier before you came on, but what's your thoughts on like I feel like a lot of our great boxers and athletes, period, man. a lot of them get taken advantage of, and they almost get used to promote products and these belts and all this stuff. And then when it's all said and done, and after these people have made all their money and got all their advertising off of them, they treated them like as if they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like they wasn't actually carrying their brands on their back. Like I see a lot of these boxers, they jump in the ring, and they may get an extra little bag here and there to promote somebody's shit on their shorts, or they may put on a hat. You're like, what the fuck kind of hat is that? So it's like I see this happens a lot with these athletes, and it's almost like they become just they become used for their ability to promote these different brands. And another brand, in case in point, WBC, and the war that we've seen between Bud and them. It's like y'all really don't appreciate that these athletes are risking their lives, man. They risk CTE every time they get in there. They risk brain bleeds and all kind of stuff. But y'all can just strip them and take away the glory that you gave them to represent you. And so I threw that out there. What's your thoughts on that kind of stuff, man?
Um, I think like financially speaking, right? The promoter and the organization, as far as the sanctioning body, which is in this case is the WBC. Um, they have expenses, right? And we get that, right? There's sanctioning fees, like that's understandable. They have bylaws and this, that, and the third, and their regular rules and regulations, and um, they have a retirement fund, and they take care of the boxes that's that's been retired, and their families, because they're unable to, So I believe it goes to that. Now, how much? That's I don't know. That's none of my business, and I'm not sure. But most of the boxes, I guess, do that, and I guess it goes to that to take care of all the boxes that ever held the title in the WBC or something like that. I don't know. Uh, I think a $300,000 fee is I don't know what percentage they agree upon as far as when a fight happens and everything like that, because they're representative, the boxer, or this, that, and the third. But I mean, $300,000, they say where it pays pretty much all the commission, the people that run the WBC, their flights and this, that, per diem, whatever, right? And also other things. Get it, belts got to get made, the special belts, whatever you use the money for. Um, the thing is, um, when it comes out, like if they are using this money for whatever they purpose, we don't know, because this is an organization that is not, I think, local is here, whatever. Um, I think it's crazy because you think about how many boxers got to pay that sanctioning fee, depending on what they made on their last fight. I'm not too sure. I don't get into the financials of boxing too much anymore, man, because it's so shady. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like to be like pocket watch. You know that, Black. I don't like the pocket watch, but for me, man, all this, if they was charging them that much, I think that's a bit out of hand. That's a bit out of pocket, man. You know what I mean? In my perspective. But then again, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a poor schmuck over here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who the fuck do I know? I'm just an average fucking slob. You know what I mean? We're poor average Joe over here, right? Uh, at the end of the day, man, the WBC doesn't do what is expected of them per their rules and regulations over and over again. It's just if it looks like shit, it smells like shit, it's probably shit, you know. And at the end of the day, like I've been saying, and I will say again, that sanctioning body and all that shit. I mean, a lot of times what these people say, like Jake Paul and everything, and all these other folks outside of boxing, traditional boxing, right? The major bodies, WBA, all the alphabet bodies and stuff. they have a point, and they be like, yo, look at this shit though. Look how they run this shit. This shit is a fucking circus at times. It's you think is boxing is like tries to be like WWE, but or whatever WWF, WWE, whatever you call it, wrestling. And sometimes it is like wrestling, right? A lot of times it is. You take that for a grain of salt. In certain instances, right? But in the big fights, high risk fights, sometimes 50-50. Yeah, those are really good fights, right? And people pay for those or stream it, whatever you do. And those sanctioning fees, right? They the bodies they take a percentage, and sometimes that percent can end up, even like the trainers, like even with like the situation with Triple G and fucking to bring that up, even though it's a different situation. When Triple G was making such amount of money, the trainer's supposed to get what? I forget the amount, 5% or something like that. I don't remember. You know what I mean? But Triple G said no. He was like, "Fuck you, Abel Sanchez. Go train your family." And I'm not Mexican. I love your burritos. I love them fucking burritos your wife cooks and everything, and having me over. And I love this poncho. Thank you, and the sombrero. But yeah, man.
Damn.
I go back to Kazakhstan. I,
Adios.
I move to back to Kazakhstan. Okay, no, hey
Hey,
guys,
look.
it's not like that, guys. Look, percentage, man. I pay him,
It's too much.
too much. I can't. Yeah, I have better things to do with money.
Right. Hey,
Man,
Bills. Hey, I think what you call it did that to. I think Earl did that to Derrick James, man. I think the fee got a little too,
yeah,
a little up there, man. He was like man down. So yeah, he had to release somebody from the squad, man. So
yeah, man.
shout out to Errol, man. Man down. Derrick James, he got Alicia though. He got Alicia left. That's the only fighter he got left, man.
Mm. Yeah,
That's as far as like a notable name like that.
I'm saying he got a lot of fighters though over there, right? Only how many fighters he got? He got a lot of fighters.
Derrick James?
He got like 6 or 7 fighters or some shit like that, bro.
He lost Martin. He lost Spence.
I'm saying, but like other fighters though, he got other fighters. I'm talking about like, oh,
Who
like of
he like?
names, like I'm talking about names
Yeah,
fighters.
yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah,
As
I'm,
far as
I'm saying like as far as those, yeah,
hey,
man. Then they
bro,
moved
it's a
on. He
wrap.
made
He only
champions.
got
They made champions out of them, and he's moving on, and he's with other fighters. But yeah, he got fighters though. I mean, he don't got no champions right now. But hey, look, he was on a run. You know what I mean? We can't knock his run, man. He had a Derrick James had a good run, b.
I don't know. I gave him Flame of Fame when his run was
Say
running,
that.
but I don't know.
Right now though, yeah, it's not.
It's quicksand. Nah, not quicksand, but he got AB. Shout out to AB. Yeah, baby. She could hold the torch up for him. She got a tough little matchup. She fighting some ripped up white chick, man, coming up on this Jake Paul card. So
Look,
hopefully she on
you know
point.
how you know how I feel about AB, man.
Yeah, man. I be going light when y'all on, but yeah, man. When y'all leave, I
Don't
be
tell my
feeling good.
wife.
Hey, but yeah, man. Best of luck to Derrick James and his trainers going forward. I mean, and his fighters going forward or whatnot. But yeah, man, a lot of them dudes and moved on. Actually, what's the name? Looked pretty good. He would what you call it? What's that guy name? He used to actually train. I mean, he used to be a fighter.
Mm.
He's training with him now. Frank Martin is trained by. Damn, I forgot his name. It was just the other day I was talking about him. But former world champion. So shout out to him. He looked pretty good knocking out Barthélemy. So yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Uh, Damn, forgot the name too, b. See,
You know what I'm talking about though.
that's that
Buddy
old
McGirt. Buddy
Buddy
McGirt.
McGirt.
I was trying to remember his name and shit. But yeah, shout out to Buddy McGirt, man. Helping Frank Martin get his first win at 140 pounds
Hmm.
and a knockout victory too. So
Salute to Buddy
sleep.
McGirt, man.
Left that motherfucker stiff, man. His head bounced off the canvas too, man. So hopefully Barthelemy's okay, man. That was a bad knockdown. So
Yeah, salute to Buddy McGirt, man. Him and his family, got love for him, man. So yeah, man.
you ever met him before or no?
Yeah, I met Buddy. I met a long time ago, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. That's one of the reasons why shit I got into boxing, B. Like Buddy McGirt, watching Buddy McGirt, man.
Yeah. Um, in closing, because I gotta get up out of here, but I want to say that Flavor Fame, Bud Crawford, man. Best of luck on your retirement, and you know, I know that Bud Crawford's gonna do his part to give back. You know, he loves the sport still, so he's gonna be working with these athletes like Shakur or whoever else is willing to, you know what I mean, be a student and learn from this teacher. You know, Bud Crawford, because I'm sure Bud can help a lot of people's game go to another level and talk to them about smart investments as well. So
Mhm.
I'm glad Bud is getting out the way at this point because he could just be that beacon of light to the up and coming boxers to where it's like, look, I ain't got to be like Tank. I can actually be like Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I ain't got to be like AB. You know, or even Floyd. Just I could be just like Bud. I could be myself. You know. That's why I fuck with Libras because Libras are gonna be trying to conform to a lot of shit. But anyway,
Yeah.
like just be myself and take care of my business. Uh, you know, be kind and respectful, but you know, will fuck you up if you get out of line. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I just, I always respect that mentality, even though a lot of other people think that that's something, don't respect that. So keeping it real, keeping it G, and getting out the way. You don't need to be all in the videos on some Diddy type shit.
Yeah, B.
You just do what you got to do, and when you don't need to be in the camera, you don't need to. You just go about your business and you know show up to your kids' functions and
Word up.
events and stuff, and do regular life shit. And I like that about him, man. Like fuck that, I ain't out here to I promote all this other shit, when I'm in the ring, but
Mhm.
when I'm on my own, when I'm just with the fam, I'm just regular. I'm regular
Yeah.
Bud Crawford, you know, and so I respect that. Um,
He
but
don't owe
yeah,
nobody a fucking thing at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, he don't owe nobody nothing. Just remember that. And he fucking did everything that he wanted every boxing, whatever you call us. You want to call us boxing nerds, purists, whatever, yo. You want to make fun of us and try to say people from Twitter, like, and I'm talking about Jake Paul, yo. He's boxing expert, yo, and never said you don't know who you talking about, bro. You just
mm,
came in a boxing of you, yeah, get it. You did your thing and you've been opening boxing up to a new generation. Great, bro. But like, listen, don't disrespect or get out of line, bro. You're not a pro. You're a fucking meme that got famous and you help people and great, bro. But like, listen, at the end of the day, man, there's a way to go about things. Stop being, so fucking. I get it. You trying to sell a fight, this, that, and the third, but there's a way about way you use. You're a very powerful figure, sir. But the way you use your fucking mouth out here, listen, man. AJ and his people, yo, listen. You walking up the way you was looking up. You're gonna have to look up again at him.
just another leaper right
You
there.
talking all this shit, man. This shit ain't scripted now, man. This shit is for real, man. It's for
And
real money.
I hope it ain't he don't go out on no scripted shit. AJ, that is, because that would disappoint me, man.
That disappoint me, man.
I
I'm
feel
not.
like
I'm saying not. Don't let them rip your head off and shit like that. I don't want to see your head get ripped off, Paul. Paulie. You know what I mean? I think you're a
right
good dude at the end of the day. You just do stupid shit,
or say stupid shit,
disrespectful
right?
shit sometimes, and then
Yeah,
you find your way, and then you be like, damn, my bad, everybody. And then, at the same time, bro, you listen, man.
I'm
People,
royalties money.
the younger generation is listening to that, man. It's a way about going about things, man. You know,
True.
so that's all I
Yeah,
gotta say. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm the fucking shining light of fucking damn righteousness and all this, that, and the third, because I'm not, man. My name is Angel, but that don't fucking mean I am one. Fuck out of here. That's a lot of. Well, it
you
was like
are,
a
but it
whole
just
fucking
depends
joke.
on which one you are for that day.
Right, right,
you are
right.
different
It
ones.
was no fucking thing. It's like, why is every fucking Hispanic named the fucking bite? It's true, man. It's like every motherfucker, Maria de Jesus, Moses Sola, all that shit, man. Yeah, whole family. But in any case, man, listen, make mistakes and this, that, and the third. Nobody's perfect. What I'm saying is, man, just there's a way to go about things. Class, have some class sometimes. I'm not saying I'm the fucking classiest, but in the fucking certain situation, and you got that
Right.
podium and
It's your
shit,
time and
man.
a place. When you
Time
got
and a
that
place.
ability, yeah.
Promote. We get it. Promote the fight, but don't be so fucking overly disrespectful that you make this thing into something that is not supposed to be. You know what I'm talking about. We all you know what I mean. Let's keep it civil in
Yeah.
the presses, right? Yeah.
Bruce say, you think Canelo will go after those 168 belts again? I mean, to be honest with you, man, I'm shocked that Canelo's not hanging it up, but that's a lot of work to do. I mean, it just depends on how the belts get dispersed and who gets it, really. Um, how long? I didn't even take him that long to get the 168 belts when he first moved up to 68. I think like a year and a half, maybe, or if that. Because he had two belts in one fight when he fought Callum Smith. Then he fought Billy Joe and then Caleb Plant last. And I think he did that in the span of less than 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, he had to sell a sold out Heyman to get that last belt. But anyway, he did what he needed to do. Um, and shout out to Champ Ross, man. I heard you was at one of the fights, bro. Shout out to you, man. He said you was at one of those events. Can't
Champ
remember
be in
which
the
one.
building. Yo, listen, Champ be in the building, man. You just don't really, you don't really say that too
You
much,
low
but
key. I like that. That's cool. You know,
okay,
just
yeah.
show up and be like, "Oh, you was there? Yeah, nigga, I was there. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you. Yeah, I ain't gotta tell you. That's cool. You ain't gotta broadcast.
I was I,
You was
I
at
was
in the
telling
building.
I was telling Champ, yo, I haven't been in a fights in mad long in person, you know what I'm saying? Because life be life, man. But I'll be going to the fights soon again, man. So but yo, Black, I always used to go to the fights. It's just life be life, and motherfucker got to move around, But yeah, man, I'm trying to go maybe probably sometime in the middle of next year, man, because just too much shit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, well, I'll tell you off air, but I had to sell some tickets. I was getting ready to go to one of the fights, but I had to sell the tickets because something came up at work. First fight in person since 2019. Been a minute. So yeah, he said he went to the fights last weekend.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
and then the name we was thinking about, the guy that was trained by Bomac, Champ just mentioned him. He said he want to see the Lester and then Billy rematch. Lester was the guy's last
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Forgot his
Lester,
first
yeah.
name though. But Martinez, yeah, Lester Martinez, I think
Lester
is his name.
Martinez, yeah.
So yeah, that is gonna be a good little rematch. But yeah. So I mean, as far as 168, it is kind of warming up because we got the unification with uh what's my boy Xander versus Abbas Baru. That unification, that's to be the WBO and the WBA belt, if I'm not mistaken.
154.
154, my bad. That's 154. I'm tripping there. So what I'm trying to think is I think about 168. So we got Billy Lester Martinez. We had this 35-year-old dude that he just fought. Diego Pacheco, Berlanga, Plant. I think Maul is supposed to be coming back next year. Who knows? Fuck if I know if he's gonna come back to 168. And then speaking of 54, I don't even know if Mel is trying to come back to 54 or if he going to 60. But damn, what other name? Oh yeah, then She Ross and yeah, She Ross is also there as well. So yeah, it's kind of bubbling up. It's definitely
Yeah,
kind of
man.
bubbling up. I think I'm leaving somebody else out at 68. That's a major
I mean,
major.
you still got Berlanga. Yeah.
Yeah, we already know what's name went up. The monster Benavidez. But
Monstro.
we'll
El
see, man.
Monstro.
See what happens, man.
I think
But yeah,
Berlanga.
maybe
I think
Canelo will though, man.
Berlanga, Berlanga's and Benavides got to run that. I really want that.
Berlanga,
I really want to
Berlanga
see that.
Benavidez. Yeah, man. I mean, that's if shout out to one through kid. That's if Benavidez don't skip to Malu to the next weight class.
Yeah, man. I want to see Berlanga, Benavides, and Berlanga and fucking David Morrell, man. Fight both them Davids, bro. You
Bro,
got a
why
tat.
you trying to get Berlanga hurt, bro? He already
You
got
got a
knocked out.
tattoo of David on your fucking back, Berlanga.
What are you talking about, man?
You know what I'm talking about, man. You got to beat them, man. You trying to represent. You got the thing of David on your back, all that shit. Now you got to get yours. More Belanga. You know what you got to do.
I ain't gonna get hurt, bro.
You gonna get
That's
her.
a,
You get beat up.
he might as well just take the plant fight. That's a safer fight than trying to get in there with Benavidez or and Billy or some shit like that, man. She
So Black
Raz,
saying you saying I'm being sadistic.
whatever that means, bro. This is being cruel. You feel
Yes.
me? Cruel, unusual punishment, man, and treatment.
Yes.
That's fucked up,
Yes.
bro.
I'm gonna. Yes. Did I change my voice?
You did, man. I thought I was out Heyman or what? I was like, what the fuck? Who the?
Yes. I want to see Borlanga. I want to see him
You sound like that tribal
with
dude.
his cheeks clapped twice,
Damn, back to back in front of
back
his
to back,
lady.
6 months apart.
Damn. Nah, Berlanga, you gotta take a tune up.
Tune
What's a
up.
safe fight for him, bro? Don't
A safe
say
fight for Berlanga. Nah, let's see. Hold up. All right. Am I
Diego.
normal again? Am I normal again?
Yeah, you normal again.
All right.
Diego's not a safe. Well, yeah, I think Diego and him would probably be a safer fight. Two Puerto Ricans. Do it out there in Puerto Rico, man.
Who?
Diego and Berlanga, man.
Diego ain't. Who? What Diego you talking about?
Puchico.
Pacheco ain't Puerto Rican. He's Mexican, dude. He's Chicano, actually. No,
I
he's like,
thought he was Puerto Rican, bro. Hold on.
oh man, damn,
Oh, he is from
bro.
Cali. I'm tripping, bro. My bad.
Damn, listen, bro. You know
Damn,
what?
bro.
Matter of
Diego, you
fact,
fought like that? Are you Mexican? Oh, man. What happened to the warrior shit? He was doing all that old holding and boxing and moving and shit. Damn. Diego? I thought he was
nah,
Puerto Rican.
Pacheco, nah, he's from
He's from
freaking
LA, man.
nah, I don't
I'm
think
looking at
he's
him right now.
exactly from LA though.
He was born in LA.
Or was he?
He says he resides in Renton, Washington, but he's from LA, bro.
Okay.
And matter of fact, when they announced him, I think they said South Central. I said, God damn, you really from this
Oh
area,
yeah,
man.
yeah, he's from bro. Okay,
South
yeah.
Central. I said, okay. Yeah, yeah. So that's my mistake. I don't know why I was thinking. I think too because of the card. Wasn't there somebody who was Puerto Rican on that card? Yeah, Diego in there, and then they had Gable Flores. So I was thinking in my mind they got a Puerto Rican
He's
kind of
not Puerto
card.
Rican. Gabriel
He ain't
Flores
not
not
either.
Puerto Rican though,
Oh
man.
shit, bro. My bad.
What are you
Hispanic
doing,
community.
Black Horseman? Coño, puñeta. He's a Mexicano, man. Come
My
on,
bad.
bro. You're fucking with me, man.
My
Black
bad, Gabe.
Horseman.
And he from
La
Vegas.
verga, way.
Oh, he's from Stockton, California.
Yeah, bro. He's from Cali, man.
Damn. My
Califas.
Diego and Gabe Flores. My apologies, man.
Man,
Y'all,
yo,
y'all, y'all are actually
and
from the
Black,
state.
you're fucking Blaxican, bro. That's the bad part, bro. That's like the Puerto Rican that don't speak Spanish. What are you, bro?
Said Blaxican. Yeah, Gabe Flores got pieced up. I meant to speak on that, but whatever, man.
Yeah, Gabe Flores, man.
You
Hey,
keep getting
listen,
pieced.
shout out to Gabe Flores, man. But I think, he needed to fucking stay down, man. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
He
He needed to
needed to
just hang it
stay
up, or
lower, lose some
yeah,
weight, go to a lower weight, man. Cause
he did okay in the first 5 rounds, and he just started falling apart.
he
I was
did
like,
okay.
damn.
He did okay, but he don't got the he don't got the fuerza. You know what I'm saying? He don't got the force.
Mm-mm.
At that weight, he's too
He
small,
looks. Yeah,
man.
I'm about to say he always looks
He looks
smaller
this
than everybody
small and
else while he's
flabby.
fighting.
It's because he don't like to put the tortillas down. Wait,
Them Taco Bells type shits, man. Fucking
damn, fuck.
Del Taco. I know Cali
Del
spot.
Taco. Nobody eats Del Taco. That's white people. Black.
Bro, bro. When I was in Cali, I was in my, you know what I mean, 20s and early 20s and
Bro,
shit
that's the
and younger.
fresas that eat that, bro. Real Mexican Chicanos
Well,
eat
I'm not
fucking some.
Mexican, so black people eat Del
Listen,
Taco
man.
like a motherfucker.
You're black.
Taco and
You're
Taco
black
Bell
skin,
and Del
bro. Hey,
Taco.
listen, you been up in some Mexican chicks, so you're black skin now.
Okay,
Fuck
I
that.
didn't know that's how it worked. I thought it was chicks. I thought it was reverse, but okay. He said Del Taco's ass.
Nah, Del Taco's all
My
right.
bad. I don't know if y'all was
Nah,
eating
you
Del
know what it
Taco
is.
still
You
out
know
there,
what it is. I
family.
got spoil you. I'm a fucking like I'm a pizza snob because I'm from New York, right?
It's been a
My
minute since
time
I've
in
been to see.
California and San Diego, I became a fucking Mexican food snob. So the best Mexican food for me is in, Baja, Califas, anywhere in California, Alberto's or Santana's, you know what I'm saying? Which is MXN, and then he turned to Santana's again, and Alberto, Maritas, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? The little mom and pop shit, that's all around. You don't go to the Del Tacos and shit. That's like some quick shit that you got to go through the drive through and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Real
facts.
quick,
It
right?
should be on point.
But like the little spots is like they operate like the cuchifritos in the East Coast. You know
Coochie
what I'm saying?
Fritos.
Entiendes, Mendes. So they kind of operate the same, and in Chicago too, and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you go to the real spots now, yo, that I discovered. Driving trucks.
Bro.
Now is the fucking gas stations in Texas, bro.
Here you go. You be taking hella shits.
Bro,
Um
nah, son, no, nah, don't do that. Listen,
uh
I'm health is wealth, and I be like, I'm mad skeptical, you know what I'm saying? And I used to work for fucking food truck companies, all that shit. So listen, you go to the ones that's like operated from like a real like Hindu or something, or like an Arab, or fucking Mexicans and stuff like that, all around Texas. The little gas stops, they be having the little food. Jamaican spots too. Anywhere in Texas, they got all the nationalities doing their thing with gas, different gas stations. They got the best food and it's clean and it's good. And they don't fuck with no bullshit ingredients, bro. They don't.
I feel you.
Like
Hey,
they bring that shit straight from they gotta pay whatever they gotta pay for that shit, but they making money and them plates be like, and you see that shit, they be in the big ass
no
styrofoam, like you be
chill.
seeing on IG, like them big people be like, yeah, this is $100 plate, this, that, and the third, but this is be real food, and they be like, yo, $30, $20, you know what I'm saying? Something reasonable, it'd be mad food, you know what I mean? And it's good. So, bro, tell me,
Hey,
listen.
Champ Ross put this comment. He said, I like what I seen from Tito Mercado. He's gonna be a tough out for anyone. Yeah, I seen him fight, bro. And you know what's so crazy? I was thinking about this when I seen him. Tell me this fool don't look like an older version of that kid in training day. Remember Denzel's son?
Yeah. Oh, Juanito, come here.
Mijo. Yeah,
Mijo,
man.
mijo.
That looked like him. He grew up, bro, and started knocking people out. 18 wins, 17
Oh
knockouts,
wait,
bro.
that is that kid.
Yeah, to me, it did look like him.
Oh, you just saying. You look
That's
like
what he
that kid.
looked like. That's what I'm
Oh, okay,
saying. He looked just like him.
okay,
So it
okay,
looked like the
okay.
little kid grew up and started just putting hands on people. So that's what I'm going with. That's the little kid from training day, bro. He's a problem. 5'10" out of Pomona, Cali, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, see, Champ Ross saying that gas station crispy crunchy chicken be fire. Yeah, but listen, Champ, I wouldn't fucking eat that shit. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm talking about the gas station joints, like they like for real. They not part of no chain, like no. I know you talking about the chain gas. They like the fucking QTs and all that bullshit and fucking
Gas station
kangaroo.
crispy crunchy
You know what I'm
chicken.
saying? Crispy crunch. Nah, I don't fuck with that chicken. Listen, the gas stations I'm talking about, they like you'll see them, and it's like truck stop joints. You know what I mean? But it's they official black. You know what I'm talking about, b like
You be eating food at the yuck stops, huh?
the yuck stop, not the
All
yuck
right,
stop.
fam.
Yo, you know what we got
Promoting.
real good food though? The Bucky's. Bucky's got some shit, b. Bucky's got some shit.
Buggies. Yeah.
Yeah, Bucky's.
Yeah, my lady like that spot. I don't
Yeah.
be fucking with it. Um, yeah, man. Shout out to Champ, Ronald, everybody that pulled up, man. It's time for me to go eat some lunch, man. So,
Yeah, man, I gotta get back to work because I got mad,
mad work, B.
mad work. I got so much house shit. It's not even work, Like right now, I'm taking a
That
break.
is work. Don't do that. That is work, and that's what people be thinking in their head.
It is, man. I got a lot of
That's
fucking.
still work. Backyard shit is work. Inside house work is
Yo, I
work,
got
nigga.
it's piling up, but I'm gonna get it done, man. I'm gonna get it done. I
Gotta
got
get
all
it
these.
done, fam.
I gotta fix all my cars and shit, new parts and all this shit that I've been waiting on for a minute, and now I got it, and I gotta get to work because it's mad talk. But listen, we got it,
Well,
right?
you get to
Hey,
work, and I'm gonna get to eating, man. Some
yeah,
hungry.
we got this. All right, man. Yeah, let's get it done. All right.
Y'all enjoy yourselves, man. And
Black is all love. Yo,
yes,
chat is
sir.
all love. I see ya in the chats and all that. Hit me up. All right. We
Already know.
out. Peace.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Y'all take care, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Once again, shout out to the playback gang. We out.
Yes, sir.